I feel there's a perception amongst all those strong individuals in the military that maybe it's a sign of weakness if you expose the psychological damage done by whatever that experience might be that's caused the PTSD. And that, of course, causes people surely to bottle it up. Did you feel that? You couldn't go and say to somebody, I'm feeling a bit different, out of sorts.
There has been a big change in the last 3 or 4 decades, no doubt about that. There's a thing called TRiM, Trauma Risk Management, which is created by the Royal Marines, actually, and is now accepted across the whole of the armed forces. But that is a method of identifying the potential for PTSD. It's not a solution, but it's a huge step forward. We had nothing prior to this. What you're fighting, of course, is the classic sort of machismo society. I mean, of course you don't go sick. I never went sick in my entire life. You know, unless there's a bone sticking out and blood pouring out of somewhere, you don't really justify it. And of course, if somebody does go sick and claims a bad back, we're all immediately suspicious. It's the same, and to illustrate the changes, of course, in our time, if there was a man in the bar that didn't drink, we all looked at him a bit strangely, didn't we? That's reversed now, it's the other way around. And probably a good thing, I suppose. But so there have been fundamental changes, but I don't suppose that this ability to look like a man, act like a man, the classical image of a man has changed. And I think there's a strong argument for it, because the nature of what we do is never going to change. And it's no good being nice to the Russians or the Chinese or anybody else. You've only got to go on YouTube and look at how they train and what their people are capable of doing and realize we've got to be the same. And society has moved a long way from that. And that's why we seem, not to say dinosaurs, but we're out of step in this sense. You know, but unfortunately, the military can only take what society gives it. So it is changing as well. The acid test will come when the balloon goes up someday and there's another Falklands or something. We'll find out what people are capable of doing. But I don't think you can go too far away from that sort of classical male image, you know, of the man who, the stiff upper lip and all the rest of it. And as for crying, I never saw that in 20 years. Even at the actual sight of the blue on blue, I saw a lot of anger, but there was no tears. It's only now the tears come, very regularly.